Hey guys, this is Cynthia with VSG's Limousine, and believe it or not, this is the fourth month post-op VSG, and so much has happened during this time. It sometimes is hard to imagine that I've come this far. I used to watch everybody's videos, at this point I was like, oh, it's so far down the line, and here I am, 4 months post-op. Yeah. So let me give you, if this is the first time that you're on my channel, let me give you a little bit of the breakdown. And today is exactly 4 months. So today is April 2nd, 2017. I had my surgery on December 2nd, 2016. My pre-op liquid diet, I started at 210 pounds and 4 ounces, which was my highest weight. By the surgery date, I was at 199.4. Last week was week 16. I came at you at 171 pounds. And today's week 17, 4 months, I'm at 169.8. So I lost this past week 2.2 pounds. And all in all, since my pre-op diet, I'm 40 pounds down, and since my surgery, 30 pounds down. So it's a lot less compared to a lot of people. I understand that, but I have come to terms with it that everybody's journey is different. Some people will have a faster loss, some will not, and we start at different points. So, Cynthia, just stop. Just stop comparing yourself. So, you're doing good. I do not remember the last time that I weighed this much. So, being 169.8, I'm 5'2", and having lost 30 pounds, would I have lost as much if I have not had the surgery? No, I would have not. So I'm happy to where I am. I'm gonna show my dress later. It was tucked inside my closet somewhere, and I found it and it fit. And there is like a belt that I remember trying to put it on. It wouldn't even come to the first hole, and now I'm like on the third or fourth hole. So I'm gonna show you guys in a little bit. But I know that my goal was to be on 165 on my birthday, which is my 40th birthday. Like I mentioned in my last video, it was a milestone for me. I didn't want to be in the situation I was by that time. It was so anyway. By next week, I was trying to be 165. I know I'm not gonna be there, but I'm so darn close. So I'm just gonna let it go and be happy with where I am right now. One of the things that I wanted to share with you guys, it's what I eat in a day. Usually over the weekends, I let a little bit loose. I don't watch as much what I eat as I do during the week. One of the reasons is my husband loves to cook. I'm not a good cook at all, but he is an excellent cook, and he does some very yummy things. But what I do is I try to eat the proteins and try to stay away from the carbs. So I know that not everything that he cooks is, like we would watch how much oil I'm putting and all that stuff. So I know that there's some ways that he cooked that would not be the best, but what I just do is I keep with the protein, stay away from the carbs, but don't watch as much as I would during the week. But during the week is I start my day. I bought this Yeti bottle, and I'm so in love with it. I have been having this for the past month and a half. So I do coffee, and I fill it up with protein shakes. Usually the vanilla one, so it's my creamer. So, and to fill it up is just about one full protein shake. So I usually have 3 of this throughout the day when I'm working. So that's my breakfast. So it's my protein shake with my coffee. And again, I'm gonna have others throughout the day. Then for lunch, I'm in love with these things over here. So that's from Sargento. I usually buy this at Sam's Club. It's 180 calories, 7 grams of protein, and this is not the only one. So they have with this kind of cheese, but they have with cheddar as well, and usually comes with nuts and raisins, and some of them come with little pieces of yogurt that they look like chocolate, but they're yogurt, so they're good for you, and they're never more than 190 calories. So this usually is my lunch. And then for dinner, usually my husband is, well, sometimes I help. It's not that I'm this useless, but usually, we're gonna just about every night we do have meat, either chicken or beef or pork. So I eat those things. If I still have space on my sleeve, I'll eat some vegetables too. But mostly I stay just with the meat. That's how I go my week. And then what I wanted to talk is about some things that I don't miss after having the VSG. One thing very important is before having the surgery, there was two things that I feel like I could not live without. One of it was bread and pasta in general. I could not live without it. Having a sandwich, having waffles in the morning, having pasta, but in particular the bread and sandwiches. I just love it. Just loved it. And the other one was wine and beer. Usually the weekends, that has always been my way to, cool down from a stressful week, was to have my glass of wine or my beer. And I'm not gonna deny, I always had it. That has been my ways to de-stress. And the problem with the diets is it's not wrong to have it, but I feel that I would have, my 2-3 glasses of wine, and then it would go down from there, because I would just eat whatever was in front of me. Because of course, you having drinks and you don't watch much what you're eating. And when I would do diets, those were things that I would try to cut first, because I knew those were the problems, one of the main problems. I never binged in food a whole lot. But it was just the bad choices after bad choices, So what I would do, I would just okay, I'm going to stop drinking and I'm going to stop having bread. And of course, I would think, okay, if I do this for a month, I'm sure I'm not going to miss anymore and life is going to be wonderful. And of course, that's not how things worked. So I would stop having all these bad things, and after a month I would just go back to them, and it's like, I know I cannot live without them. Since having the VSG, what it really changed is I don't have bread almost ever anymore, and I do not miss it. And I think there's two reasons for this. One of them is, first, I still do not feel hunger. Almost never, unless I'm shaky, that I know I haven't eaten for a while, so I know I need to eat something. But other than that, the real hunger that I used to feel, I don't have that feeling. So that helps me to make better choices. And the second thing is, when I look at food, when I'm having dinner, I see what's on the table, and I feel like my body craves for the protein. So I always want to have the meat. I always want to have the egg. I will always, and it's like any potatoes or pasta or bread there, it's so secondary that I don't miss it. And I don't think, not in a million years, I would ever say that, because that was something I could never live without it, which was bread and pasta and rice. Rice is another big thing. I just love rice, and I don't crave that at all. So that was one thing. And regarding the wine and the beer, I have them, but I still have them on the weekends. But before, where I would drink 3 glasses of wine or 2.5, 4 on a Friday night, now I have 1.5, up to 2 at the most, and I'm so done. I'm just like, that's it. I don't want any more. I don't feel good having any more. So those two things 100% contribute to how this journey is going. So, and I guess again, one of the points is the hunger feeling not being there, and feeling full and satisfied much faster has contributed to the success of this. So things that would not change before, now with the surgery, they completely changed my mind 100%. So I just wanted to share with you guys, because I don't know if anybody goes through this, and or if you haven't had the surgery yet and you're questioning those things. Those were big on my lifestyle, and I don't have as much, and I don't miss it. I don't have those cravings anymore. So I think it's awesome. Anyway, I'll come back next week. I hope everybody's having a good week. Thanks for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe so you can see the future videos. And if you have a video, just let me know, and I'll be happy to watch yours as well. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm happy always to share, my journey with you guys. And sometimes I don't have much to say, and if there's any questions, that always helps to bring a subject up. So I hope you have a good week, and I'll be back next week. Thanks for stopping by.